Welcome to Burning Daylight Sports with Matt McKinley, Eric Winkler, and Jake Rehnquist. Join us every Tuesday for betting lines, hot takes, and a whole lot of fun.
Well, howdy there, Daylight Burners. Happy Friday. We're at the weekend, or we're almost there. Tough day of baseball all the way around for this guy, but it wasn't all bad. Wasn't all bad, but we got a little bit to cover. Jake is out today, and so we'll see him back on Sunday. It was a good day of baseball to watch, but if you're a fan of my teams, like I am, not so great of a performance. On a personal note, my A's played probably their best team ball game of the year. Didn't shake out their way. Pitching, my Gus started for us, and he went an inning and two thirds, and I had to pull him because of pitch count, not of because that kind of broke my heart to pull him. He didn't get to finish the second inning, and he was settling in and was like starting to deal. But he had an inning and two thirds, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 5 punch outs. And he did that all on 48 pitches, I believe let me see. Let me check the game changer. Box score we had 47 pitches, 23 of them strikes. So, need to work on the command a little bit, but most of those, he had 31 pitches through the first inning, I believe. That's what I say, 47. So he had 18 pitches in the second inning, but too many walks in the first. So, he had 1 walk in the second, but he had 2 punch outs in the second, 3 in the first. Pretty good performance for the little guy. Anyway, we ended up losing 13-6. Still winless on the year, but we got one more game in the regular season tomorrow, plus a tournament game, at least one next week. And I think we're starting to roll. I had to save Gus for Saturday because I want to empty the tank as we head down the stretch here. So I wanted to have him fresh, so had to take him out. Anyways, let's get into the action over the weekend for BD baseball. My Rockies, they dropped 7-2 to the Tigers. What I got my notes on here. Pretty good game for Ryan O'Hearn for the Pirates. He went 3 for 4 with a two-run home run. And Troy Johnston for the Rockies put the only runs on the board with a 2 RBI double. In the fourth, Dollander got the start for the Rockies. He left after the first, didn't make it out of the second. His left with right forearm soreness, I think. So that's not a great sign, but hopefully it's precautionary. Anyway, 1 inning pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. A little bit of a tough outing to start with. Anyways, Melansky for the Pirates got the win. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 2 Ks. But he was the third pitcher of the game, kind of a bullpen game for them. Nationals at the Reds. Chase Burns was dealing. He went 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 7 punch-outs as the Reds poured on the Nationals 15-1. J.J. Bleday had himself a day. 3 for 5 with back-to-back home runs. 6 RBIs total on the day. Matt McClain also went 2 for 3 with a home run and a 2-run double. 3 runs total. Griffin for the Nationals got lit the fuck up. 4 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 9 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 Ks, and 2 homers given up. All right, let's get over on some of the homer front here. The Tigers. Ugh, I don't know what's wrong with them. I do know what's wrong with them. They got a lot of injuries, and when you're losing, it kind of eats at you. Hinch got ejected over a bad call that was challenged. It wasn't necessarily a bad call, but it was the wrong call, and replay seemed to show that. So it was a play at third. I believe the guy was trying to stretch a double into a triple. Got thrown out at third. Replay seemed to indicate that he actually got there. He got in safe. They let the call stand. AJ Hinch was bitching about it, and ump said, "Hey, it wasn't me." And he had the mic on and everything still. I think he did that on purpose to let the crowd know, like, "Hey, that wasn't me," which I kind of respect. Actually, absolutely respect. AJ Hinch still was bitching, so he booted him, also on the mic. And went downhill from there. Mets win 9-4. That Ewing fella, the rookie, gets his first big league home run. Tigers slumping pretty good right now. Montero gets a loss. It went 4 2/3. 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. 2 base on balls, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and also gave up 2 home runs. McLean for the Mets. I was wrong the other day when I said that Peralta was the only bright spot so far for the Mets, but McLean has been pitching really well, and he continued that run with another quality start. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks. Kind of that you like to see that number tick down. 7 punch outs, and he did give up a home run. Marlins at the Twins. Another great pitching performance. Twins poured on the Marlins 9-1, led by Austin Martin with 3 RBIs, and Josh Bell also with his 700th career RBI. So that's pretty cool. Zebby Matthews led the way with 7 shutout innings. What was his... Where's he at? I had that box score somewhere. But he had... Zebby Matthews, he went 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 punch-outs. So excellent performance from that dude. I'm not sure who he is. I know he had... what was that story? I've got it right here. You know what? I can just pull it right on up. Zebby turns a 233-day wait into rotation momentum. We'll see what that story says. Might be a pretty interesting one. Guaranteed only 1 game, but making a case that he deserved more. Zebby Matthews turned in one of the best outings of his career for a spot start for the Twins on Thursday afternoon. All right, so good on him. Capitalizing on a good situation, or capitalizing on an opportunity for the young fella. So, or I don't know how young he is. I don't know anything about him, but he did. He made the most of his one opportunity there. All right, Padres at the Braves, or at the Brewers. Brewers rolling. Griffin Canning got lit the hell up. Inning and 2/3, gave up 6 runs on. I didn't write down his full box score. I went back to going old school on my research today. I said screw it for the AI making a compilation of my research because it was doing a shit job. So all I did was watch the rundown recap on the MLB network, and then I did some diving on my own. But Griffin Canning went an inning and 2/3, 5 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks, 2 Ks, no home runs given up, but just a rough outing for Griffin Canning. Kyle Harrison, on the other hand, he went, where's my notes there? He went 5 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 7 punch outs, no walks, all on 99 pitches. Who were the standout performances of that game? Luis Rengifo had 3 RBIs, led the way for the Brewers as they take down the Padres 7-1. So lead in the National League West has now flipped with the Dodgers winning. We'll get to that here in a minute. Astros at the Mariners. Mariners take care of business, gain some ground in the West. That I think that puts us only a half game up on the Mariners as they're at 22 and 23. Cal Raleigh scratched from the start, put on the IL with a right oblique injury, so hopefully he's back quick. Those obliques take a little bit of time. That would help explain his miserable stretch there, where he went 0 for 38 at one point. Luke Raley hit a 3-run home run, and then Yordan Alvarez counters with a solo home run. Garver answers with a 3-run home run. I don't think there was much of a pitching matchup to be had, if we're being honest. Luis Castillo went 5 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks and 6 punch outs. He did give up a home run to Alvarez. On the Houston side, Burrows went 5 2/3. He gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 4 punch outs, and then he gave up the 2 dongs. And Mariners take down the Astros 8-3. Cards at the A's. This was a heartbreaker. Kurtz leads off the game. Well, in the bottom of the first, leadoff home run. That's a 37-game on-base streak for him. He's 2 shy of the A's record of 39 set by Giambi back in 1998. Lopez had an okay game. He went 4 shutout. He finished the game with 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 3 walks, only 2 strikeouts. McGreevy continued his pretty hot streak. Only run he gave up was that solo shot to Kurtz. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, only 1 strikeout. But for a guy that wasn't really particularly sharp, still had a nice outing. Quality start for the Cards starter. And A's bullpen gives up the lead. Langoliers had 2 RBIs on the day. Geloff also with a solo home run. But A's drop a heartbreaker 5-4. They're down to 22 and 21 on the season, in a little bit of a slump. Let's see if we can snap out of it against the Giants, who have been struggling pretty mightily. Phillies at the Red Sox. We had a pitcher's duel, scoreless game through 7. Let's find there's another one I didn't write down the pitcher's box score on, so we'll look it up right here. All right, so for the Phillies, Luzardo on the mound. He went 6 innings, shutout. 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 punch outs. Really solid outing from Luzardo. Suarez also had a good outing. He went 5 1/3, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 8 punch outs. 8 punch outs and 5 1/3. Suarez was straight dealing. Schwarber, though, he hits a solo or a 2-run home run. When did he hit that? That was in the 8th inning off Samaniego. Anyway, 2-run shot. Phillies Phillies take the win there, 3-1 over the Red Sox. Phillies continue their hot start. I think I forget how many series they've won in a row with Don Mattingly at the helm, but they've really responded well to Don Mattingly. So look out for the Phillies. Here they come. I don't know if they catch the Braves, but they're going to be right in the mix of that wild card race as it starts to heat up. Cubbies at the Braves. Great game. Really a great game. It was scoreless through 5. Matt Shaw hit a fielder's choice in the top of the 6th. RBI fielder's choice. Hustling down the line, beats out the throw to break up the double play. Brown gets he doesn't get the win, but he went 4 innings for the Cubs. 1 hit, no runs, 7 punch outs in 4 innings. That's a hell of a performance. He's a guy that's spent most of his career in the bullpen, so don't expect him to go very deep in games for at least a little while. Cubbies avoid the sweep at the Braves. They win 2-1. Royals at the White Sox. White Sox continue their hot streak. Royals slumping a little bit. White Sox take the win 4-2. Kay on the mound for the White Sox pitched a pretty good game. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks on 96 innings pitched. The best boobs in KC was a little bit sloppy. Sloppy boobs. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks and 4 Ks as the Royals dropped 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. Giants at the Doyers. This is the final game of the day. Will Smith with a leadoff home run, and then Jung-Hoo Lee answers with an in-the-park home run. Dodgers take down the Giants 5-2. Raup on the mound for the Giants. He goes 5 1/3. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, or four runs, all of them earned. 2 walks, 7 punch outs. And then Sheehan with a great performance. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks and 6 punch outs. And the Giants, they're at 26-18 on the year. Outside of the, let's find the injury report. Outside of Cal Raleigh, we'll take a look and see any Barger's back on the IL with an elbow injury for the Jays. Jordan Westberg has season-ending right elbow surgery for the Orioles. Chandler Simpson's day-to-day after experiencing cramping in his left leg for the Rays. Garrett Crochet throws 20 pitches off the mound for the first time since going on the IL, so that's good news for them. Fried is scheduled for imaging on his sore elbow, but he says he's not too worried about the diagnosis. I guess that's something. We'll see how that turns out. Armstrong on the IL for the Guardians with a right groin strain. And then Stephen Kwan is scratched from the Saturday game with neck stiffness. Cole Reagan's to the IL with pitcher's elbow for the Royals. That's not good news for them. And Estevez's rehab outing was cut short by shoulder discomfort, so that's also not not a good look. Kerry Carpenter heads to the 10-day IL for the Tigers with left shoulder injury, but Verlander threw 38 pitches in a simulated game amidst his rehab, and the Tigers are cautiously encouraged by Skubal's recovery outlook. Buxton scratched with sore hip flexor. That interrupts his scorching hot run that he's been on. And they've got some guys look to be coming back soon. Cal Raleigh's the big one in the AL West. Jeremy Pena misses his rehab game with a sore neck following a collision and a hit by pitch. Nimmo is day-to-day for the Rangers with a sprained ankle. Let's see, Murphy got placed on the IL for the Braves. We just picked up Jonah Heim from the Braves because Murphy was coming back. So they had to go out and sign a new catcher, Leon. And Ha-Sung Kim made his first start back for the Braves yesterday against the Cubs. Had a pretty big error. I don't know how he did with the bat. Lindor is not yet close to return. It says they see signs of healing, but still not close. And Francisco Alvarez could miss 6 to 8 weeks with meniscus tear in his right knee. Nationals bullpen have some setbacks. Waldichuk and Henry hit the IL. And Harper, that was a while ago. That was with the Rockies. So let's see. Yelich is back for the Brew Crew. Nootbaar's on a rehab or nearing a rehab assignment for the Cardinals. The Cubs activate Roberts but they shut down Harvey in their bullpen carousel going on. And Boyd is out 6 weeks after surgery for unexplainable fluke knee injury. Chris Paddock joins the Reds after they sign him to an MLB deal as Louder goes to the IL. And Singer has a foot injury that he is battling at the moment as well. So Reds a little bit banged up right now. Marte is out of the lineup for the D-backs today with some sort of illness. And but they're not worried about Gallen or Perdomo for the as they exit the Mexico City opener. Mookie Betts back for the Dodgers, and Brandon Webb with right knee bursitis is on the IL for the Giants. So more bad news for the Giants. For the Padres, Camposano is on the IL with a fractured toe. Cronenworth on the 7-day IL with concussion symptoms. And let's see. Feltner begins a throwing program, hoping to avoid a minor league rehab for the Rockies. And then we'll keep an eye on Dollander with that right arm soreness. Hopefully that was just preventative for the Roccos. You don't want to see him lose a whole bunch of time or miss a bunch of time. Okay, let's get into some matchups for this weekend. Everybody's talking about the Subway Series, and it is pretty intriguing the way seems like maybe the Mets are trying to turn it around. But my eyes outside of my Homer series are over in Chicago. We got the crosstown rivalry setting up on the south side. Today we got Edward Cabrera on the bump for the Cubbies facing Sean Burke for the White Sox. Both almost identical ERA, 3.88 for Cabrera, 3.86 for Burke. 3-1 record for Cabrera, 2-3 on the year for Burke. 43 punch outs for Cabrera, 36 for Burke. That'll be an interesting matchup. But we got the Phillies at the Pirates, also an intriguing matchup. Aaron Nola going tonight for the Phillies, facing off against Brashton Ashcraft in the cross-state rivalry there in Pennsylvania. Ashcraft has been pitching really well with a 2.77 ERA, 51 punch-outs on the year. Nola's been touched up a little bit, 5.14 ERA with 44 punch-outs on the year. Pirates looking pretty good. Orioles at the Nationals. We got Boz and Littell facing off tonight. It's kind of a whatever series. Blue Jays headed to Detroit to take on the Motor City Kitties. Brendan Hanafy on the bump today, facing Treya Savage. I don't know how many starts he's made this year, but he's rocking an 0.68 ERA with 15 punch-outs. Let me check and see what he has made. Three starts today, 13 and a third, giving up 13 hits, only one earned run, 5 walks, and 15 punch-outs. He's got a 1.35 WHIP. Solid start to the year for the young fella. Coming off a really, really stellar debut last season. Marlins at the Rays. This is rivalry weekend, so we got the Florida matchup. We got Jason Junk facing off against Jesse Schultens. The Rays looking to continue their hot start. They're 28-14 on the year. Still leading the American League East, and they look to be somewhat of a wagon. Brewers at the Twins. You got the border rivalry, Wisconsin, Minnesota. No starter announced yet for the Brewers, but they'll be whoever they're running out will be taking on Joe Ryan, who's been pitching pretty well this year, 3.43 ERA with 45 punch-outs. Reds at the Guardians. This will be an intriguing matchup. The Reds trying to get things going. Still 2 games up of 500. Last place in the division, though. Andrew Abbott on the mound tonight. He's struggled a little bit this year, 4.47 ERA. Taking on Tanner Bybee, who has also struggled a little bit, 4.17 ERA with 45 punch-outs to Abbott's 33. That's a pretty important series too. I'm not gonna lie. First place team in the Guardians, the Indians. It's been several years now, but it is really tough to get my brain to call them the Guardians. My first ever major league game was at Jacobs Field, as it's now Progressive Field, but used to be called Jacobs Field. But it was inaugural year. It was my first ever major league game. So I'm kind of a Indians fan from way back, but not living in the Midwest, like that. I didn't get to watch them regularly, so I never really, my fandom never really blossomed as an Indians fan, because the Rockies came to town that same, about the same time I went to my second major league game was at Coors Field. Anyway, we got Rangers at the Astros. I hate to say it, but I'm rooting on the Astros to tamp down those Rangers, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a cushion going in the American League West. Jack Leiter on the mound for the Rangers, taking Spencer Arrighetti, who's been really solid for the Astros at the 1.88 ERA, 30 punch-outs. Jack Leiter has some really, really elite stuff, but sure does struggle at times. 4.85 ERA, 49 punch-outs on the year. We got the Missouri matchup, the Royals at the Cardinals. Michael Wacha taking the mound for the Royals. He's been pitching well with a 2.63 ERA, 42 strikeouts on the year. He's going to be taking on Dustin May. Cardinals playing really good ball, and the Royals not so much. Getting hit with the injury bug like everyone else. Dustin May's got a 4.85 ERA on the year with 32 punch-outs. Cardinals looking to keep rolling there. We got the D-backs at the Rockies. D-backs heading into Coors with Merrill Kelly on the mound, who has not been great coming off an injury yet. He's got a 7.62 ERA, only 20 strikeouts on the year. But he's not alone. He's taking on Kyle Freeland, who's also not been good this year with a 6.0 ERA, 28 punch-outs on the year. Might bet the over on this game. I think that'd be probably, let me see what Caesars has got the run line at. Bum, bum, bum. Just 1 second, folks. MLB. D-backs, Rockies. Overs at 11.5. I'd say hammer the over. Looks to be like a high-scoring game with two pitchers who are not dealing very well right now. California matchup, we got the A's at the Angels, one of two California matchups. Snell taking the mound for the Angels, or for the Dodgers, taking Kachanowicz for the Angels. Snell's only made one start so far. He's got a 12 ERA, 5 punch-outs. Kachanowicz has been pitching okay. He's 3.97 ERA, 30 punch-outs on the year, 2.2 on the record. San Diego's headed up to Seattle to take on the Mariners there. I'm going to be rooting for the Padres to get right. Randy Vasquez taking the mound for the Padres. He's got a 3.05 ERA, 4-1 record, 42 punch-outs. He'll be taking on Emerson Hancock, who's been pitching really well. 3-1 record, 3.21 ERA, and 50 punch-outs on the year. And the Giants coming into West Sacramento for the other California Rivalry Weekend series. Giants taking on my A's. We got Tyler Mahle on the mound for the Giants. He's 1-4 on the year, 5.18 ERA, 42 punch-outs. He'll be rolling up against Aaron Civale, who's been the best pitcher for the A's with a 4-1 record, 2.59 ERA, 33 strikeouts. Just a quiet professional Aaron Civale's been this year. A's looking to get right, pad their lead in the West. And, so the series I'll be paying attention to, A's at the Giants, or Giants at the A's for sure. Padres at the Mariners. I'll be looking in at the D-backs, Rockies, not with a ton of interest, but just because. The main series that I'm really looking to see how it turns out is the Cubs at the White Sox. I'm obviously rooting on the White Sox there. And then that Reds-Indians series should be good to watch. Let me pull up my betting app and see what my picks are for today. All right, we got the Phillies at the Pirates, and they're saying a pretty good one to watch is the Pirates minus 1.5. Let me see what the odds are on that. Pirates minus 1.5 is a plus 158, as Nola's taking the bump for the Phillies, and Ashcraft has really been pitching well. That's not a bad bet. Also, they're saying over 8.5 on that game. Any other intriguing ones? They're saying Cleveland minus 1.5. That's at a plus 162. And that's probably about, if you want some kind of chalk picks, Yankees over the Mets. That's coming in at a minus 146. And I think that's Tigers plus 1.5. So if they cover that 1.5, that's at a minus 172. So not the greatest odds, but I think they can cover it. So anyway, that's all I got for you on this episode. We'll be back Sunday to talk about these Rivalry Weekend series and catch up on all the division races as they play out this weekend. We should see some movement and probably some changes in the top of the divisions as this weekend plays out. So have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself and enjoy your baseball. Now move your ass. We're burning daylight.